teams have to really keep their cool because it is a knockout game. The big blockbuster game, Bengaluru taking on Chennai, match number 68. So I want to just leave it to you all because so much has been spoken about this match. Bengaluru, from where they've been, 5 wins on the trot. They need to win this in either 18.1 overs or 18 runs. This is going to be quite a nail-biter.
Yeah, so, I mean, if you look at it in terms of, sports history, there are 2 different script writers who are writing. One is writing about Dhoni's last year and all the matches and coming up to one last championship for Thala. The other is writing that we haven't won a championship for 17 years. We had no chance this time. We won 5 in a row and we just need to win 3 more and we're going to win a title as well. So there are 2 script writers. Only one of them's, maybe none of their stories will come true.
I hope the
but
third
at least
scriptwriter,
one of their stories will continue.
Yeah, but I hope the third scriptwriter doesn't play a spoil sport.
Nobody knows where that third scriptwriter is. But that's what I'm saying. There's so much riding on it, so much emotion riding on it. And not only that, given how Dhoni has been this season everywhere he's travelled, you're also not going to find a completely, red ground.
Yes.
There's going to be a substantial amount of yellow in the ground. There's going to be a substantial amount of, supporters for Chennai as well. It's a cracker of a match. It's totally set up. And the beauty of it, what I like even more, and you may think it's not the right way to look at it, is both teams are imperfect. Both are hurting, both are missing players, both are not perfect. But imperfect sides make for the most perfect matches, and I'm just really looking forward to this.
But Michael, RCB looking good going into this game. They've clearly got their combinations going well, but Will Jacks is not going to be there tomorrow. So Glenn Maxwell replaces him?
Yeah, it's not a bad replacement for Will Jacks. And you know what Glenn Maxwell likes? He likes the big stage. It wouldn't be surprising at all if he produced a performance tonight for the RCB. But to win 5 on the trot, they've got something going. Whenever I left, I think it was April the 12th, I said they've got no chance, that bowling's not good enough. And then suddenly they've won 5 on the trot because, Lockie Ferguson's come to the party, Cameron Green started to bowl nicely, Suraj is bowling well with the new balls. So they've just started to find some nice combinations, but the bedrock of the RCB team has been Virat Kohli at the top of the order. He's been so consistent, the leading run scorer, he's scored at a good rate as well. He's played some explosive innings, he's played some smart innings at times. And Kohli versus Dhoni, it just doesn't get any bigger. And to think that you've got to the final Saturday before the eliminators and you've got MS Dhoni going to Bengaluru playing Virat Kohli who's in good form. Let's be honest, I think if the RCB team win, I think they will win by the margin. I think they will get it done. I think I do think they'll be able to get that done.
If they put on 200 runs, they need to win it by a margin of 18, or they need to win it if they in 18.1. So.
Yeah, I just think they will. If they get the victory, I think that won't be a problem for them. And I'd rather be in the RCB team because I think Chennai, yes, they won the last game, but they've had a few little bits of difficulty. Patharana's a massive miss for them. Not many of their batters are in fine form. Whereas I look at this RCB side and I think there's a few more players in better form, but it's a one-off. Anything could happen.
Joyda, talking about RCB's team first, Glenn Maxwell replaces Will Jacks. Any other changes that you see?
No, they call him the Big Show. So, the Big Show has to be on. And I think they're finally, if you look at their batting order, I think they've finally discovered it. Their 2 keys. See, Karthik started well as well. But what has really made a difference for them is the fact that Rajat Patidar has taken on the middle overs. And he smashed spin. See, one of the ways of slowing down Virat Kohli was throwing spin at him early. And I think once you have somebody like a Rajat Patidar who really takes down spin, you can't use that weapon effectively anymore. And if you see Rajat Patidar, he's been scoring his 50s, 3 or 4 50s at, in 28 balls, 26 balls, 25 balls. He's really come to the party.
Yes.
And he was injured, remember, for the first few matches. So he's made a huge change in that. Their bowling has started to look much better and therefore the balance has changed again.
Yes.
And I think that it's a straight swap, just Maxwell, just Will Jacks for Maxwell. They might even, I'll be interested in seeing what they do with the batting order though.
Who will open with?
Yeah. But I still feel that they will not tinker too much because just to accommodate one, they're not going to change a whole lot of players. But I can't see Maxwell coming in before 3. So maybe Faf and Virat open, Patidar at 3, maybe Maxi at 4.
Michael, for Chennai, changes that you see? Moeen Ali
no,
is
they had a
gone,
good
so
win
do
in
we
the last
see
game.
Santner back in?
Yeah, maybe. But I think they'll go with what they went in the last game. I mean, I think it's a very experienced squad. Obviously, Rachin's going to Bengaluru, where he's obviously got family members, which will be great for him. He's in half teams. Gaikwad's the one that's really surprised me, because at the start, when he was captaining and not getting so many runs, I thought, oh, this is a bit of a big ask to captain MS Dhoni. But I think he's been terrific. You know, with the bat in hand, he's been fantastic. But his captaincy's been smart. You know, and sometimes when you watch a captain take over, a legendary captain, everyone's still looking at the ex-captain. But I've not seen that. You know, he's been the captain out. I mean, I'm sure he may walk past MS Dhoni every now and again and go, what do you reckon? Do you think we're getting it right? And he'll just whisper in his ear. But you don't seem to think that he's not the leader on the field, which is, you know, it's a great praise for a young captain that's taken over a huge role.
Yeah, I think this time he wanted to do it right. Dhoni wanted to do it right. And, you know, compared to somebody like Ravindra Jadeja, Ruturaj has captained Maharashtra.
Yeah.
He's an experienced thing, and he's a very calm. His personality-wise, exactly, he's very calm. Apparently, once he was asking Dhoni something, and so Dhoni said, "You don't need to ask me anymore. You know what you're doing." And I think he's got that. And one of the reasons I feel Dhoni is still there is just to give him that confidence without actually having to say much. And I think it's working. I mean, whatever their failings that they have, they've not done as well as they normally do. But the point of it is, injuries has a huge part to play with it. You know, they've lost Deepak Chahar, they've lost Pathirana, they've lost so many players. They've lost Conway. They are three pillars. I mean, if you see every side that's done badly, they've either lost an opening bat or they've lost a crucial bowler.
Yeah.
Yes.
And I think that's just, completely changes the team.
But Joyda, tomorrow they will not only be wanting a win, they'll be wanting a big win to go into that top two.
They don't really need a big win. See, if you look at how the order is there, see the two teams who are above them right now, they're looking at is Rajasthan and Hyderabad. Hyderabad has to lose because Hyderabad is on odd points. So they can never catch up Hyderabad. Rajasthan also has to lose, but the moment Rajasthan loses, the kind of run rate Chennai is on and Chennai is winning, they automatically do it. So all they need is if Hyderabad washes out also, if you see the run rates, they still go ahead. So if they win, they still go ahead. So it's basically they will be saying, we will not only want to win it, we want to just put it there that if any of the two teams falter on the last day, you have a top two spot and 2 chances to win. 2 chances to qualify for the finals.
So your players to watch out for this big day then?
I'm going to go for the big 2. I'm going to go for Virat. I'm going to go MSD. He'll go out and strike 20 off 5. Down the back end, he'll go and hit a couple of 6s without any question.
For you, Joyda?
For me, it's Ruturaj one side because I think Ruturaj is very important to them. He gives them the calmness at the top of the order. And the other person I'm looking at is Rajat Patidar. He's been fantastic for them, for Bangalore. He needs to really go after the spinners, which RCB has.
I also like Rachin on this wicket.
Yes, and coming back to this
I
ground.
think Rachin on this wicket, he'll fancy batting on this surface.